Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here. And today I am using the new Dream Big kit from Mercy Tiara Kit Club. And I am making my second layout today with this kit. You saw some of the papers there before when I first started. Here I pulled out some of my dies from my stash because I decided I wanted to go with some circles. I, of course, used the newsletter from this month and used the sketch section. And this is one of the 6 sketches. The first one layout I did was also from the sketches that I drew up for myself, just making an idea what I wanted to use where. And I decided I was going with the gray background. It's just, I decided to do it. I was worried about the way it would make the pictures look, but I think they ended up turning out pretty well in the end. But I went ahead and cut some of that striped paper. One side is striped, and let me see what the other side, I think it's a floral. It looks like stitched paper or stitched flowers and stuff like that on the other side. But the striped side has 3 different colors on it. The minty color, the green or the yellow, and then a deeper blue. But I chose just to use these ones because I'm focusing more on the minty color, the yellow, and pink on this layout. I do throw a little bit of greenery in there, and this black, obviously. So, but those are kind of the colors that I'm sticking with. Here I went ahead and used a little bit of that pink dotted paper that you get in the kit to go behind my daughter's photo on the right hand side, and then the black chunk for the left hand side. Everything's going to be based off of that area. So that's what I'm doing now. I had pulled out little bits and pieces just kind of ahead of time to put and possibly use with this layout, I guess you could say. I was trying to plan a little more. But when I was going through and making the sketches, I kind of pulled out some of the stuff as it is. So here you see up above, I have little containers that have the different colors in it. And of course, my desk is a mess. It's like, I kind of, envy or want to know how some of y'all scrap so cleanly. My desk becomes such a cluttered mess, and you guys see it every time. I'm sorry, but it's just how I scrap. I clean up every time afterwards. There's some of the fussy cut flowers from one of the pages that you get in this kit. And then I'm just playing with the different color flowers, trying to get them to where I want them, different pieces of ephemera in the colors that I want. That says blessed, which is very true, especially when it comes to my kiddos. And this picture may not really look like a lot to a lot of y'all. It's just a picture of my daughter walking. But when we are on this walk, which we go walking a lot, we like to be outside any chance that we can get when the weather is decent. And so we were out on a walk, and it's just so crazy to see her and how much she's grown. She's almost as tall as I am now, and she's definitely got her own personality and everything. And it's just, for me, it was just seeing the difference from the little bitty kid that she used to be to her growing up now. And so to me, that's just kind of what this kind of represents. And I journal about it on the back of my layout. But yeah, I had to snatch this picture of her. She didn't even know I did it until afterwards. Anyways, I am starting to glue everything together here, but I am gluing them to each other. I am not actually gluing it to the background. So you'll see I'll be putting glue on little bits and pieces of things on the edge of stuff, sliding them under like I did right there. And going around, I'll use tape on a couple of the things. But like that, I went ahead and put a little glue and I adhered it down. I'm going to put a little bit of tape on this one, double-sided adhesive. And then I'll slide that back under, and I'll continue doing that, working around this entire layout. With everything that needs to be stuck down, I'm sticking it all to that cluster, and everything is sticking to my photo. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I haven't even roughed up all the edges yet or anything. I will do that afterwards. Because of course that's something that I like to do. You guys all know that if y'all that have been here. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and stick that blessed piece up there, rough this up. I rough some of them up as I go. I don't know why that I do some of them and not the others, but I do. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down. And then I'm going to move this off to the side after I'm done roughing up all the edges, because that's just what I do. I like to rough them up. I like the dimension. I like the way it looks too. And especially if you didn't cut something perfectly straight or something like that. And I tend to not do that. I'm not perfect. I mess up all the time. So roughing the edges up kind of hides all of that, and you don't really have to worry about it. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of a default that I go to. I like the dimension. I do. I've said that thousands of times, but I also like the fact that it can hide the little imperfections, which you'll see more imperfections here in a little bit, as this layout continues, because I mess up. But you know what? I keep going. I pulled out fun foam from my stash. It's got adhesive on one side. And so I'm going to just start sticking this stuff down, because this entire part is going to be, lifted up off my layout. I thought this way it would still have some dimension. I could slide a few things underneath if I would like to. And I'm going to do a little more to the background. So that's why I decided to go ahead and do this. And I will keep messing around until I feel like it'll be in a good enough spot to where it's not going to damage it once it goes inside of a page protector. So that's I try to make sure that it evens out when it comes to my 3D adhesive and stuff like that, 3D foam, so that I know that it won't be damaged when I do put it up. I am not gluing this down yet. I'm going to put this to the side in just a second. I'm going to, of course, play with a couple more pieces. I love these. You get 3 of these in your kit, and I took mine off the paper clip, and I'm going to use it right there. But I'm going to move everything. I'm putting water. This is just a little water thing I have. It's from an Amy Tangerine watercolor set. But I used it to go ahead and put water in a couple colors in my the watercolor metallic set there that you can get this month in the mixed media set. And I decided to use that teal color because it goes with the circles that I'd already cut out. And it looks a lot lighter once it dries. It's not... It's the same color but shiny, and I like it. At first I was being a lot more broad, had it up higher, and now I'm down closer to the layout, making it a little more condensed, and this is where I screw up. Do you see that down there at the bottom left? So when I was rolling it, I rolled the paper towels the wrong way, and it scrunched up, and it kind of drug itself along those, so it smeared them a little bit. I did a little black, a lot less, but it still looks very, very bright. But I'm going to put stuff over this. It's not going to completely hide the mess up, but it's okay with me. I'm not that worried about it. You can't really tell, but it was my screw up. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to grab another flower and bring it in here. I love those big chunky flowers. They're gorgeous. I kind of wish there was some more of those corally color ones within this kit. Or not in this kit, within the collection. But those flowers, these ones right here, they match so much more of the items in this kit. I say that, but then I'm sitting here looking at the stuff on my desk, and there's that coral color in there too. So I was drawn to this one. I knew I was going to use some of those big chunky alphas right there. And so, yeah. I also used the cute little ones from Pebbles, the puffy stickers. They are so cute. They remind me of bracelets and stuff that we used to make when I was a kid. They were like the round beads, but flat on both sides, and you could put them into a bracelet, or, your thread your string through it and everything. Anyways, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Sorry. I finally grabbed my T-square ruler and trying to make sure that everything's straight. Had the grow on there, and then realized, hey, it might be good if I make sure that the little circle ones are straight. And then you'll see me flick at them here in a minute, because my background is a little damp, and I'm impatient. And again, something y'all know about me. So I have this. It says watching you. And I'm flicking them to see which ones come up, because that means I need to put a little adhesive behind it because it was a little too wet. And I was worried that I may have messed up the adhesive on the back side of those stickers. And now I'm going to use my T-squared ruler to make sure I get grow down there right. And yes, I almost put GOR, but I fixed it, thankfully, before sticking it down too much. And just so you guys know, I really appreciate those who point out things to me on my YouTube channel. I have messed up before. Some things I have caught after I've taken pictures, like I catch it in editing. But I do appreciate it when y'all point out that I messed up and I spelled things wrong, because I do that. I don't check it. I don't pay attention while I am scrapbooking, and I go a little fast. I mean, I almost put the R and the O backwards. So, I do appreciate that when y'all point that out. So thank you very much for those that do. I went ahead and adhered this all to the layout. I had to use one of those bows, and so I put one underneath grow. And I'm trying to find something to put down here because I did want to hide a little more of my mess up. So I grabbed a paper that has a cut apart on one side of it from the kit, and I cut a piece out and I glued that down. And that does finish this layout for me. So I really hope that you enjoyed this layout. I had so much fun making it. I'm glad that I did the sketch. I love that the newsletter has that space in there for you. But make sure to check out mercytiarakits.com and grab your kits while you can. And make sure to join the Facebook group. We'd all love to see you there. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.